guys, and welcome to my 6-minute little flex and stretch in the morning just to get yourself going. It's been requested by quite a few people just to have a little routine in the morning to wake your body up, wake your mind up a little bit. And what I find quite nice is if you are putting on a pot of coffee or if you made a cup of tea and you're waiting for it to cool, it's a nice bit of time just to allow yourself to settle before you get on with your day. So the first thing I want you to do is find yourself in a comfortable sitting position. So you could be sitting down or you could be lying down. If you do lie down, be careful not to fall asleep because obviously it's first thing in the morning, so some of you guys might still be tired. And we want to start from a nice strong posture. So even if you are lying down, I still want you to think about keeping your chest up in that lying position, shoulders back. But in the sitting position, I'm going to sit nice and tall. I'm going to allow my hands just to rest on either side of my knees to begin with. I'm just going to have a little move from side to side. I'm gently going to extend my head, so I'm going to bring my head up away from my shoulders, sit nice and tall. And the first thing I'm going to do is take 3 long, slow, deep breaths. So breathing in from the lower abdomen, hold for a couple of seconds, and then breathing out. As you breathe in, I want you to feel yourself grow tall and strong into a nice, stable position. And one more time, deep breath in. And breathing out. Okay, we're going to take our hands together and we're going to just interlock the fingers. I'm just going to reach up to begin with. So sitting nice and tall, chest up but pulling my stomach in. I'm going to reach up nice and high, opening out those shoulders. And I want you to make sure that nothing feels like effort. Okay, we're just opening out the body very gently. We're not being aggressive at this time in the morning. We're just opening and waking up the body as we move. Bringing the hands back down. Sitting nice and tall. And again, reaching up. And this time as I reach up, I'm just going to gently rotate. So I'm going to turn my shoulders to one direction, back to the center, and then to the other direction. Back to the center again, bringing the hands down. I'm now going to release my hands. I'm going to reach up again. And this time as I reach up, I'm going to go over to one side. So I want you to think still about being tall, but you're just going to allow yourself to bring your weight over to one side. And as you do, I want you to try and keep the weight equally on your sit bones. So you're not just falling over to one hip, you're keeping balanced. Back to the middle, over to the other side. Back to the middle again, allowing those hands to drop down. Okay, next I'm going to take my hands, I'm just going to walk my hands forwards. And I'm just going to allow myself to sink forwards. Let my head drop down. And feel that stretch in the back of the neck. A little bit in the hips and the knees. And take a couple of deep breaths in this position. Slowly walking myself back up. I'm going to place my right hand, or put right or left hand, doesn't really matter, in front of me in the center. And I'm going to take my other arm and I'm just going to reach up and outwards, opening out my chest, opening out my shoulders. I'm looking around to one side. And all the time you're doing this, guys, you're keeping your breathing nice and relaxed. So if you do this, you're just setting the tone for the day by choosing how you breathe, how you move, and by trying to create less rushing and more thoughtful and mindful action. Bringing the hand back to the center, reaching across and outwards with the other arm, opening up the chest. And then bringing the hands back to the center. Okay, I'm going to walk myself forwards. I'm going to come into my cow cat. So I'll show you from the side for this one. Taking my hands underneath my shoulders, knees under the hips. And as I breathe in, I'm going to lift my head, drop my stomach down towards the ground, arch my back. And then as I breathe out, I'm going to round the back, look through my legs, and take my shoulders high up to the ceiling. Breathing in, arch the back. Breathing out, round the shoulders, taking them up nice and high to the sky. Giving the spine a nice little move. Moving those shoulders as well. Lovely job. Okay, we're going to go into kind of like a lazy child pose now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach forwards, I'm going to sit my bum back and down towards the floor. And I'm going to reach forwards with the arms. I'm just going to allow my head to come down to the ground. And I'm just trying to stretch out. Everything from the waist is reaching forwards. And I'm allowing my bum to sit back down towards my heels. If you can get your bum on your heels, brilliant. And once again, in this position, I'm going to take a couple of deep breaths. So deep breath in, hold, and then breathe out. So one of the most basic breathing techniques is 3-2-5. So in for 3, hold for 2, and then gently out for 5. In for 3, hold for 2, and then out for 5 gently. Okay guys, I'm going to slowly build myself back up. And then I'm just going to bring my knees back a bit, and I'm just going to gently let my hips forwards, thinking about straightening my arms, opening out my chest. I'm just gently allowing my hips down to the ground, moving my shoulders side to side. So I'm opening out those hips a little bit, bringing my head, looking forwards, looking over each shoulder. What am I looking for? I'm looking for ninjas or mongoose. Because we know you can only see those out of your peripheral vision. That's why they're ninjas. And that's why snakes struggle with mongoose. But that's another story. Okay guys, slowly untucking your toes. We're going to have a walk to a standing position. And we're just going to finish in a nice strong standing position. So we're going to bring our feet together. We're going to stand nice and tall, shoulders back, stomach in. I'm going to open out my fingers. I'm going to rotate my hands outwards. I'm just going to stand in this nice strong posture. So deep breath in. As you breathe out, let any tension go. And now we are standing. We're just going to do a body check. So we're going to start at the top of the head. Bring our awareness to the top. As you breathe in, be aware of how the top of your head feels, your eyebrows, your cheekbones, your jaw. As you breathe out, let that tension go. Then bringing the awareness down the back of the shoulders, into the arms, into the forearms, the hands and the fingers. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, let that tension go. Bringing that awareness down the back of the spine, to the hips, to your glutes, the hamstrings, the quads, into the knees, the shins, the calves, into the feet. Once again, as you breathe in, be aware of all these parts of the body, and as you breathe out, let any tension go. I want you to imagine with each breath, you're charging your body up with energy and preparing it for the day ahead. Going to do a couple more things to finish. So I'm going to go chin on the chest. I'm going to roll down through the spine so I can keep my knees soft at first. Allow myself to hang down. Don't worry if you can't touch the ground. I'm gently going to straighten my knees and bring my weight into my toes. Feeling that stretch down the back of the legs. And I can do a couple of rounds here of taking some deep breaths. I can bend my legs slightly
Bring myself down and then straighten my legs to get more of a stretch through the hamstrings. And then I'm just going to roll up slowly back through the spine, so restacking from the feet, knees, hips, and then finally the chin coming away from the chest. And I'm going to finish by taking my hands to my shoulder height. I'm going to open out the chest, open out my posture, and I'm going to be aware of that strong posture and opening myself to all the opportunity in life. And then I'm going to close off my posture, turn my hands down, and this is going to be me repelling any negativity that comes at me today. It's going to bounce off me and fly back to where it came from. Once again, I'm going to open out the chest and open myself out to any opportunity that comes my way. So any positive words, any positive affirmations, anything positive I see, trees, sunlight, clouds, nice noises, beautiful conversations. And then I'm going to close myself off to any negativity, anyone being disruptive, anyone suffering and not knowing where to aim it. I'm going to close myself off away from that. And then for the last time, I'm going to open out my chest, open out the arms, and bring my hands back down to the center. Okay guys, have a lovely day, and thank you for watching.